Hey, the Thabreakmasta here, and it's going to be my Sankarea Episode 9 review. They did it again. We were left off with furuya getting kidnapped, and all of a sudden we get a spin-off to some other episode, that features someone else. And this episode features Mero, which is furuya's sister, little sister. So yeah, episode was I was about to get real mad about this episode, but towards the end, actually, it was really lighthearted and warming, and it makes me kind of curious about something that happened. So I don't dislike it like that. It's a pretty decent episode. So yeah, so we didn't see Mero. She has the two friends that get introduced in this episode, which is Echi and Miko. And we ended up seeing those two, and Echi's the one that oh man, you hear about the zombies and blah blah blah. They're kind of like some zombie investigators and stuff, and they hear about these stories, and they're basically saying that Yamano Uchi, which is their art teacher, is like she may be a zombie because she ate the raw liver, all devouring it and putting it in his bag, and his bag was all it was weird. It was odd. If you want to think, oh, this might be a zombie, that right there might look like a zombie. I mean, the way she was it's just weird. So they're also saying how Yamano Uchi was feeling kind of seemed kind of off because she was getting real skinny and she's all dried up. It just looked weird. So it was there's no explanation for this. She is a zombie. So then they try to spy on her basically, and come to find out she's not a zombie. She just was feeding her crocodile, which was at school, which she left at school inside the art class or something like that after school. I mean, it's weird. It's weird, but she wanted to stay with the crocodile. She didn't want to leave it at home because she don't want it to run away. So yeah. So that's why that liver was there, and the reason why she was skinny because she ate the liver and she got sick off the liver because you can't eat raw meat. That's why she did, and so she ate the raw meat. She got sick. She got skinnier. So that's what happened. That's the explanation. So she's not a zombie, and so they're like, man, this sucks. I guess you ain't gonna find out about no zombies. Then freaking Miko ends up going around this whole stupid story that she thought was some kind of zombie stuff, but ended up coming out to her eating ramen noodles, and it didn't make no sense to how that was related to zombies in any way. If you eating noodles at the end, it didn't make any sense. And so then Meadows well, I got a zombie person. I got a zombie at my home. She's just living there, and oh really? What's going on here? He's oh no, she just walks around and then she comes back and just regular trying to be. She wants to be a normal girl and whatnot. And they're that's not really a zombie. And so they want to take some pictures, but she's well, it's invading on the privacy and blah blah blah. So this is what makes me interesting about this episode though, was when we see Miho's somewhat backstory, but it talks about her their mother, because we don't actually know we don't know anything about their mother. So it's really nice to see them talk about their mother, and I was it's pretty nice. And it was interesting how they had this little flashback for Mero. And Mero, what I want to know is why did Mero's mother have a bunch of bandages on her hand? She had a bunch of bandages on her hand. She seemed like maybe Mero had a fever, so she put her hand her hand over her head, and she's oh no, I can't feel it because my hands are cold and because of the bandages, and and just start kind of laughing and whatnot. And so then that kind of gets reenacted with Sankarea, because Sankarea's a zombie actually, and she ends up meeting with her at the cemetery because they're giving their condolences and giving them offerings and stuff like that. And so yeah, she was praying. Sankarea came and she's what's going on? What's going on? What you doing? And as they explained that she didn't know that furuya's mother was dead, so she kind of felt bad because she didn't know what was going on, because she just appeared there. And so then she ends up doing the same thing, kind of reenacting the whole scene with Mero and Mero's mother, putting over her head. It seems like she has a fever, and he ends up accidentally spouting out, "Oh, mama," and stuff. And it's oh, and she's "Oh crap!" And she just runs away, and she forgot she had some stuff still on the ground because she went to the grocery store. And yeah, so that's basically how the episode is. Like I said, I didn't dislike it like that, because the end was just kind of cute. I'll admit it was kind of cute. It's just why? Well, I want to ask this: is this some kind of filler based thing? Because it seems like these are some misplaced fillers. If you watch Naruto, in the mix of actual fighting, and all of a sudden just throw some crap into them, that has no meaning to actually what the actual canon story is. It seems like it's canon, of course. It's just weird how they just throw it in there as things keep heating up. Every time something really awesome happens, they end up switching to something else. You know what I mean? It's a little weird. I see in the next episode, because the next episode credits happened, that it does show that they're going back to furuya being captured, and yeah. So I mean, it's just weird how they keep pacing this series so far, and to me it's a little weird. They should have put this stuff further, like in the first couple of episodes, you know, not right now. It's weird. That's all I can say, because the development for these characters are needed. I'm not saying that this is bad. It's just they should have made this a little bit sooner, I guess, because this doesn't really relate to what's actually going on right now. You know what I mean? Furuya's still at home and cleaning and whatnot. You know, so it's just a little weird. That's all I can say. But nonetheless, decent episode. What are your thoughts on this episode? Like if you like this review, and subscribe to my channel for some more. So leave some comments. Let's talk about this. So yeah, it's been the Breakmaster, and until then, break out.